Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our topic in English subject is, our topic in history subject is non-cooperation movement, जिसको हम अदवी ताउन की तहरीक भी कह सकते हैं। Dear students, let us remind our previous lesson that Mahatma Gandhi launched a number of satyagraha movements which were totally non-violent and peaceful. People cooperated him all over the country. British government was alarmed with these popular movements and wanted to curb these movements. So we know Rollout Act was passed in 1919 to curb the uprisings and political activities in India. This act was passed by the British Imperial Legislature despite Union opposition of Indian members. This act gave enormous powers to British government to suppress the uprisings. We see that Mahatma Gandhi wanted to launch a non-violent civil disobedience against these unjust laws, but for this a hartal was observed on 6th April 1919 in different parts of the country. Shops were closed, railway stations, railway workshops and civil services, schools were closed, colleges were closed, courts were boycotted. But British government resorted to suppression. They suppressed the local leaders from Amritsar. They were picked up and put into jails, and we know Mahatma Gandhi was stopped to enter into Delhi on 10th April 1919. Peaceful procession in Amritsar was fired upon. This provoked widespread anger among the public. We know this, and series of incidents took place. People were provoked, and we see the infamous incident of Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place on 13th April 1919. But we see Mahatma Gandhi wanted to launch all these protests peacefully, so he called off these satyagraha movements. These satyagraha movements were totally non-violent and peaceful. Now he called off this satyagraha movement and he thought to launch a broad-based national movement, but it was not possible without the Hindu-Muslim cooperation. So he thought to combine Hindus and Muslims. For this, we know that the World War first ended with the defeat of Ottoman Empire. Sultan of Turkey was forced to sign a harsh treaty. Muslims were all over the world were worried about this. Mahatma Gandhi took advantage of this popular unrest. He consulted with Muslims and a Khilafat movement was formed on March 1920. Then with the formation of this Khilafat movement, the young Muslim leaders, we know, the Ali brothers, helped Mahatma Gandhi in touring extensively throughout the country for the support of this movement along with the non-cooperation movement. Then in September 1920, Calcutta session of Congress members was convened. In this session, Mahatma Gandhi convinced all leaders to launch a non-cooperation movement along with the Khilafat movement. All the leaders helped him in this movement. Then we see why Mahatma Gandhi wanted to launch this non-cooperation movement. Mahatma Gandhi wrote in his famous book, which we know as Hindi Swaraj. Hind Swaraj in 1909. This famous book was written by Mahatma Gandhi, in which he has declared that British rule was established in India due to the cooperation of Indians, and this rule would collapse only when Indians will non-cooperate to Britishers. For this, he suggested that Indians should boycott all the tithes awarded by the British government, schools, civil services, police, army, and council elections, and imported goods of Britishers should be boycotted altogether. This was a very good step, and every Indian supported this. But some leaders within the movement who were moderates, they were elected to boycott council elections. So there was a tussle within the Congress from September 2020 to December 1920. During this period, there was a tussle within the Congress, but fortunately, in another session of Congress in December 1920, a uniform program was chalked out and non-cooperation movement program was formed, and unanimously it was supported. Now, council elections were going to be held in November 1920. They were boycotted. Now we see this movement had its effects in cities and towns. First of all, the middle classes of India supported this movement. We see teachers and headmasters resigned, as was the demand of non-cooperation movement. Lawyers also boycotted British courts. Students, thousands of students boycotted British controlled schools, and teachers, headmasters, civil servants resigned. Even foreign goods were boycotted. Foreign cloth was burned in great bundles. Merchants refused to trade in British exports in foreign goods. So, the great impact was on the economy. We see the imports, the foreign imports fell from 1921 to 22 from 102 crores to 57 crores. Now we see that how the British goods were boycotted, but the most economic front was, there was the more effects on economic front. When British imports were boycotted, British cloth was burnt. Now people began to use Indian clothes and everything made in India was used. But we see Indian mills came up and handlooms also came up. But the Indian made cloth was costlier than British mass produced mill cloth, due to which Indian cloth, which we know as khadi, it was expensive. Poor people could not afford to purchase this cloth for long. So poor were forced to purchase mass produced mill cloth of Britishers, which was cheaper as compared to this Indian cloth. Similarly, we see the British schools were boycotted, but students, it was impossible for Indians to establish to make alternate arrangements of schooling for the children. So it was a slow process. So the students began to join again British run schools, and teachers again began to trickling towards the government owned schools. Lawyers also began their legal practices in government courts. So the effects of moment were weak. This moment began, its effects were weak in cities and towns. In villages and rural areas, what were its effects? In rural areas, peasants, tribals, and plantation workers, they had their specific problems. Peasants had their own problems with landlords conflicts, and tribals also had their problems, and plantation workers, they were exploited by Britishers, They were enclosed in their plantation plots in enclosures. They were not allowed to go to their homes. So they interpreted this mass movement, this slogan of Swaraj in their own way. And they began to solve their own problems, taking the help of this non-cooperation movement. They interpreted the name of Mahatma Gandhi in their own ways and exploited it. They began resorting to conflicts and killings of British troops, due to which Mahatma Gandhi was annoyed, and he finally, in 1922, he called off this movement. So this non-cooperation movement was called off on 1922. Mahatma Gandhi thought that people be trained, people be taught that we have to lead this movement on peaceful lines. So he called off this movement and further course of action was decided. So this was all about this non-cooperation movement. Your assignments will follow, inshallah, and we shall discuss what is the further course of action in this freedom struggle of this Indian struggle for freedom. Inshallah, we shall discuss more